On March 10, 2019, after her latest meditation retreat for our world, our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai addressed our fellow Kuan Yin spiritual practitioners at the New Land in Taiwan, also known as Formosa. She explained that after recently seeing a video clip of a mother cow chasing after her baby calves who were being taken away, she immediately went into retreat for the animals.
我真受不了，当然平常也会闭关，为了总挂了，懂不懂？总挂世界。不过有像那种情况，我就马上就，我全部都丢了。
Master described the distressing video she saw.
两个很壮的男孩子去那个农场那边，有许多牛牛在那边在一起，刚好吃东西了，吃草。他们来把那两个小鸟的 baby 那个小孩子的鸟，把它丢在车上。他们的车后面有空的嘛，我丢在里面两个。他的妈妈在后面跟着跑，哭了要死了。哇！我看了我心都碎掉了。我在那边喊得很大声，我说停止这些了，没有人受得了。万一是你呢？我好像看到自己的小孩被带走一样那种感觉，好像心的好脆，好受不了。我在那边一个人哭闹在那里，真的是受不了。没有人看到那个情况能够受得了的。没有人看到那种情况就不想自己在那里，然后把那两只牛带下来，懂不懂？我是卖下来的。看到妈妈那个样子伤心，跟着那部车一直跟着一直哭得很大声了，连上帝也会听得到。我恨不得自己在场，懂不懂？马上处理，帮助那个小妈妈，那个无助的、无权利、无能的那个牛的妈妈，听懂吗？哎呀，想象你自己的小孩子，突然有人来，有权利、有力量，就把你的小孩子这样子丢在车上带走，根本没有跟你讲一声，没有考虑到你那个心脏。不管狗或是人，谁都一样有感觉，对自己家庭又有感情，听懂吗？这样子随便带小孩走，然后妈妈跟着那部车一直跟着一直哭，好无辜啊，懂不懂？无辜、无助、无能，跟着跑得很快，跟着那部车怎么能跑跟车子一样快吗？跑了就催那部车，一边走边哭呢。天上地下都会听得到了，所以我那一天我不管有什么工作了，我全部丢下来。我闭关为了动物的，多增加那个19分的那个素食的全世界，不是能够马上就一起洗掉了。我打就几天只能贡献多19分而已，素食的整个世界影响整个世界19分。
Master also encouraged all our fellow practitioners to selflessly meditate more.
你们要多打坐了，不是为自己而已 ，OK？ 不要想着自己那么多了，解脱不解脱不管了 ，OK？ 要多打坐，为了众生，好吗？好。要帮一个忙，帮师父一个忙 ，OK？ 不然我一天到晚哭闹也没用了。
In addition, our most gracious Master spoke about the liberation of true monks and nuns, the importance of making sincere offerings before we eat, caring for those who are homeless, and advised to avoid the 5 pungent roots such as garlic, onions, leeks, scallions, and chives, as they have an adverse effect on our meditation.
出家人真正的出家人，他们可以解脱的。如果他们真的持戒清楚，吃一天一餐，然后不钻那些 silk 也不喝奶等等，那没有跟动物有关的，真正的走路也要看地下会不会弄到昆虫。真正的听释迦牟尼佛那些戒律的，还有他的教导的话，可以解脱的，超3戒了。不过不一定能够到第5戒，不过到超3戒已经 OK 了。然后在那边慢慢来，诸佛会教导，然后慢慢来会上第5戒。 还有你们吃饭的时候要供养所有的名士，3代的名士 ，OK， 过去、现在、未来，佛意思说名士就对了。如果是佛教，就是我们供养所有的十方三世佛，诚心供养的话，你们就没有见了，没见世界了。佛加持过的，名士加持过的我们就吃了。要供养，因为我们要孝顺，要感恩，要诚心供养 ，OK。那你们看到出家人，如果看到需要的话，要供养。还有一些流浪汉，有一些也是出家人的，他们不想留在寺庙，或是不想跟谁有关，所以才当流浪汉，最少19个顺便讲这个事情了我本来出来也是为了他们，我要跟大家说了，所有的中心能收容谁，你们就收容谁。他们吃了一天1-2餐而已，懂不懂？几套衣服，如果你们不能买，你们就旧的衣服弄给他们赚，保温保暖，有一个地方给他们住，不要看不起人家。要带进来的话，要尊重，要保护，跟自己的人一样。如果不能的，哪个地方不能或是什么人，你们不要，就送到西湖给我照顾。我们国家很富有，不过所以我们不应该让我们的同胞受苦了，流浪在外衣服不够穿，饭菜不够吃，这样子不对了 ，OK？ 那我们同修很多嘛，1-2个收1个，就很快就不见了不过有一些人他就喜欢自由自在，那你是看看说服他说你还是要进去，保重身体了然后你做什么就做什么，我们也不是为了控制你了就是跟我们只有世俗而已了会习惯 OK， 保护他们，懂不懂？讲过了，那大家回去照顾流浪汉 OK 哈。而且我已经讲过了，你们在家里我不能管了。我们接着讲，不要吃那个洋葱大蒜还有类似的，懂吗？那个五腥味那个不能吃。我有列过，包括那些他们家庭的，懂吗？他们亲戚朋友的，真正的有影响。不过你们大概不知道，认为 OK， 我也不是说很严格了，那个也不是算杀生什么。不过对自己，比方说来这边想打禅的话，对自己不好，打坐不稳会有那种杂念，还有那种什么身体的那种情欲的念头，还有那种阴气，那种阴气也跑到你们那边来。我不是开玩笑的，真的是这样。如果你在家里，因为你煮一点洋葱什么然后你跑东跑西，你有自己家庭，你没有觉得，懂吗？如果打禅或是做静下来几天他会攻击马上。洋葱蒜他们的品质是这样他们自然是这样OK 呢？就跟有一些毒药嘛，看起来没什么，吃就死了品质不一样 OK。不要吃那些，来这边的话不要煮给我们吃会伤害别人伤到师父，而且对你自己修行不好就对了。
Master even shared the number of heavenly realms she just transcended.
最近闭关的时候，哇，每天挂20几个境界，20几个新的境界
With humility and our utmost respect, we express our heartfelt gratitude to our most precious Master for selflessly giving as much time and energy as possible to end the suffering of all beings, tenderly and lovingly elevating our world into a more noble and benevolent existence. In the mighty heaven's grace, may Master always be healthy and forever protected and embraced in universal love. For the full broadcast of this lecture by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
On Thursday, April 4th, 2019, our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai lovingly gave gifts and spent time with our young association members at the new land in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, as it was Children's Day.
你们乖不乖？再问一个问题，有没有修行？有印心过？有没有修？有。还没印心，要不要修？好乖。为什么要修？为什么要修行？说。爬下地。对了，哎呦，还有呢？因为我想要回天堂。哇，太好了。
Afterward, during a lecture, Supreme Master Chinghai urged our association members to help our loved ones to adopt a plant-based diet to protect themselves spiritually.
Your job is not only to follow me, to come to retreat, meditate, but your job is to help your fellow human beings who's erring. They're going to hell. You stand by and look? All the religions say if you eat meat, you drink wine, you go to hell. I never said that before. For me, it's too strong a condemnation, but it is the truth. All the religious masters say that. If they're going to hell and you profess that they're your best friends and your wife, your beloved boyfriend, girlfriend, you let them go to hell? No. And you even follow them? No. Is that a way of a gentleman or a good lady? Yes or no? No. No. Do something. If I can, you can. Okay? Do it gentle way. Do it a smart way, not forcing. Okay? Do something. If today you fail this way, you try another way. You're a smart boy, intelligent girl. You know how. Okay? Yes. I want you to help your friends, your relatives. And they all are our friends. They are all our relatives. Besides helping the animals not to suffer so gruesomely in some dark corner that we have no access, that we don't even see, that we don't even know. All the things you learn about compassion, mercy, loving kindness, use it. Anyway, if you know somebody is going to fall or being hurt and you know it in advance, then you would think of the way to help that person or not. Yeah? Think, you must think. You live with them, you see them all the time. You know their personality, you know the way to help. Okay, I count on you. Help them, please. Help them. And help the animals.
Later that evening, Supreme Master Chinghai began reading and expounding on Lord Buddha's teachings in Chapter 2 of the Shurangama Sutra. She also gave several pieces of advice to help ourselves as spiritual practitioners. For example, she reminded us not to engage in gossip.
Don't listen to people talk, especially negative things about other people. Even if you hear it, even with your own ears, or see with your own eyes, things are not the way it looks like, or seems like, yeah? It could be wrong. You could be wrong.
Master also suggested that practitioners dress decently when attending group meditation to avoid attracting unwanted attention or karma.
Try just to wear more decent clothes. I know you're used to wearing, tight things at home. It's easy, convenient to work at home. I know that. Buy a couple of tunic, okay? Like cover up to the knees or something like that. Loose, yeah? Not tight. Airy, easy to meditate. Cool, okay? Not sweaty. It's not obligation, it's just an advice. It's better for you, okay?
We are most grateful to our beloved Master for always sharing various meaningful ways to help others and ourselves. May we all do our best to assist our loved ones to follow the merciful way of life for themselves and the sake of all beings on our precious planet. We pray for Master's forever comfort, wellness and safety in heavenly love. For the full broadcast of these lectures by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
On Friday, April 5th, 2019, a gathering of our fellow Kuan Yin practitioners at the new land in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, was blessed to listen to our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai continue reading and explaining Chapter 2 of the Shurangama Sutra. Before doing so, Master reminded us of why we should adhere to the 5 precepts.
The past karma, the master power, delete. But the present karma, you must carry on. Otherwise, you cannot live. You must die immediately if you have no connection with the world at all. And because you're still connected with families, friends and all kind of things, give and take in this world. So we have to carry on this short life for a while. Yeah, whatever we have to do, we have to do. But that's why we need the 5 precepts. That's why the precepts come in. Otherwise, maybe your karma in this life is already destined to be bad. Yeah? Then you have to rely on a master power also, but your own willpower, the precepts, to know what to do, what's right, what's wrong, so that you control yourself. Yeah? Then you take the destiny also in your hands to guide it with the master help into the right direction. So our life is better. Even though we cannot help the whole thing, but at least actions don't do any harm, at least.
While reading the Arhat Gavampati's recounting of his enlightenment, Master elaborated on the fine line between self-confidence and arrogance.
Being stupid is not a sin. Being stubborn, being big head, big ego is a problem that separates you from Buddha nature. And stop yourself from understanding the real teaching of the Buddha inside, not the talking outside. That's why this monk before, he cannot even remember one sentence. Yeah, he forget the front or forget the back. He still can attain a hardship because he's not arrogant. That is the point. You see, he has no ego to obstruct him. Ego is the worst enemy that we could have as a practitioner. Just too much fixation on the outer, phenomena and allurement, and then forgot to go inside, It's the ego, make it like that. Make you attached to this and that, make you feel proud of this and that, which is absolutely nothing. It's dust compared to the real thing, compared to your real purpose in life, to meditate, okay? It is okay for self-confidence, but not overstep the boundary between self-confidence and arrogance. Then you'll be fine. You have to know, check yourself, whether or not you are obstructing yourself. Okay? This is really, really, really detrimental for your spiritual progress. You go nowhere, carrying around the ego like
at a later date.
On Saturday, April 6, 2019, our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai blessed our association members at the New Land in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, with 2 discourses on the same day. Our most gracious Master resumed reading from Chapter 2 of the Surangama Sutra, which discusses the 25 means to enlightenment, the last of which is the Kuan Yin method of meditation. Master mentioned how lucky we are to be practicing the Kuan Yin method, and reminded us to practice dutifully and really work hard at purifying ourselves to let go of the ego.
Those who are too sensitive to their ego, carrying the ego all over the places, will never go anywhere. It's a lot of work for the Master and for themselves in this lifetime. Because if you don't progress, you also have problem in your life. And then you blame the Master don't help you. You blame the situation, make you bad. You blame everybody else. Blame God even. You don't look inside yourself, don't clean yourself. Some people just don't want to do things, You must do it, okay? It's your duty to yourselves and to your 5 generations, as well as to the world. Be a hero, okay? Be a hero. Rely on yourself and help others. Not just rely on Master all the time.
Master also lovingly shared a breathing exercise to do before meditation to help us relax more.
By the way, before you meditate, okay, you should take some deep breaths. You lay down, yeah? It's better laying down because it's very relaxing. If you sit down, maybe you might fall down afterwards. You just lay down and you breathe in as deep as you can, the nose, okay? And lead it all the way to your stomach or your solar plexus, yeah? And then go back all the way to the chest, and then all the way to your head, yeah? And to the crown, or to inside the head, doesn't matter. And hold it 10, count to 10, and exhale, yeah? Maybe 6 times. And then you meditate. You will find more calm, okay? More easy to sit, right?
Finishing the first lecture after reading the 19th method of enlightenment earlier in the evening, Master returned late at night to continue reading the Holy Buddhist Sutra. Before starting, she imparted important advice regarding offering and gratitude.
By the way, wrong concept, what are you doing? I asked the people before what they do when they were eating. You know, they just hold a bowl like this, and then, no. I asked him, what does that mean? I say, Master, we asked Master to bless it before we eat. I thought you were offering something to me, at least from your heart. I'm not eating it, but everything is about you, me, I. And then I asked them why I came out that week. They said, because Master want to see us. And the other one said, Master want to bless us. And the other one said, because Master think we are cold in here, so come out to comfort us. Yeah, everything is about us. You have to turn it around, okay? That's why I teach them to offer to the Buddhas before they eat. Not ask for something all the time. Offer something. Be thankful, okay?
Reaching the part in Chapter 2 about the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva's method of enlightenment being the contemplation on the inner heavenly light and sound, Master encouraged all to pay close attention.
Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, important VIP here, yeah? And she will tell you the benefit of practicing Kuan Yin method, okay? Not just why, but how she get power, and what can she do with that power to help whom, where, how. Important. Listen. The Kuan Yin Bodhisattva attained 2 supreme states, you see? And then she was united with all the Buddhas in the 10 directions and be able to make use of the transference of compassion and the transference of strength from all the 10 directions, Buddhas. Therefore, she has all the compassion, the strength of compassion equal to that of all the Buddhas. That time she became one. She lost herself already, lost the ego self.
Master continued reading and expounding on the various ways the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva is able to help different beings attain liberation. Through our beloved Master reading the Holy Surangama Sutra to us, it is evident how truly precious it is to be initiated into the Kuan Yin method of meditation. Our evermore gratitude to Supreme Master Chinghai for her boundless love and compassion for all beings, and for the ultimate gift of initiation. May we truly treasure it, develop ourselves inwardly and outwardly, and help all beings naturally and selflessly. In divine grace, we pray for our most beloved Master's longevity, happiness, and safety. For the full broadcast of these lectures by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
On Sunday, April 7, 2019, our association members from around the world gathered at the Shihu Ashram in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, to meditate and see our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai. In the evening, Master patiently and lovingly answered our fellow Kuan Yin practitioners' questions, then read the final part of the Shurangama Sutra's chapter on the 25 means to enlightenment. In these concluding pages, the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva explains the many different ways she can help beings attain liberation, whether they are human, heavenly beings, ghosts, or in other forms. Her mercy knows no bounds.
Liberation is something precious. Not everyone earn it. Not everyone can bestow. So if we are lucky, we met a master who can liberate us, then we count ourselves among the luckiest of all beings, not just on the planet, of the heavens even. That's why people revered Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, because she's merciful. She helps you to sever the last link, to cut off from everything that binds you in this physical world. Then you are liberated. Yes. Outside of the three worlds, then you are liberated. So whatever you wish, she will help you. Just don't wish nonsense. Just wish for liberation, that's the best.
While reading the verse where the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva explains how she delivers other beings from suffering, our beloved Master further elaborated for our understanding.
First, because I do not contemplate sounds for my own sake, this for other beings, yes. But rather listen to the sounds for those whom I contemplate. Meaning, if somebody was in trouble, asking for help, then she meditates for that person. She meditates, she contemplates on the sound so that she has power to help that person or whoever that being is. I can enable living beings throughout the 10 directions who are suffering and in distress to attain liberation by contemplating their sounds. She contemplates their energy, their vibration levels. Yes. And then accordingly, she will match her level during contemplation with that level in order to appear in their like, so that she can help that being. So she contemplates both the heavenly sound, the primordial, original, and the sound of the being who needs help. We all came from the same vibration, same energy, but because of our level of understanding and spiritual longing, that our vibration either low or high, okay? And she contemplates that. That's why she can appear, manifest herself into the same level of that sound level in order to talk to that same level being. She's hearing everything so that she can go and help them.
The Kuan Yin method of meditation imparted to us by our most gracious Master is not just beneficial for us, but also for other beings.
So, practice Kuan Yin method and help others. You can attain some level, maybe not as high as Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, but some level you can help someone. Okay, your soul, your higher soul, elevate it higher and higher, and then you can always help other beings, okay? Automatically. We learn from Buddha, Bodhisattva, we have to learn to be like them. In some part at least, not 100%, maybe we cannot yet, but some percent, okay? If she can help maybe 10,000 people, we can help maybe one person. 10 people, 100 people. Aim high, noble goal, okay? Lofty goal, not just thinking, oh, I have to meditate because Master says so. 2 hours, I don't know if I can make it. I try. I try just to catch up with the quota. No, you do it for yourself, for other beings, because your vibration can uplift other beings' vibration and might help them also in many ways. In your small way or bigger way or great way, depends. You keep climbing up. You keep helping. Right. Got that? That's his real love. That's what I call real love.
Our humble gratitude to the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva for her profound devotion and boundless mercy in saving countless beings. Also, our deep gratefulness to our beloved Master for spending many hours with us explaining the Shurangama Sutra so that we may fully understand the preciousness of the Kuan Yin method, as well as develop ourselves to be more noble, selfless beings. May Master live long in excellent health and in peace and love, protected by the mighty heavens. For the full broadcast of this lecture by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
On Monday, April 8th, 2019, a gathering of our International Association members at the Shihu Ashram in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, were fortunate to have the blessed opportunity to listen to an insightful discourse by our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai. Our most caring master reminded us of the importance and preciousness of initiation into the Kuan Yin method of meditation.
How many people get that for kalpas of aeons, huh? Even at Buddha's time, some thousands only, yeah? Or 100,000 max. Or Jesus' time, also little. Guru Nanak time, also very little. No, not every master can teach this method. Not every master knows this method. And not every master has enough power to teach this and lift you up to the 5th level, even. So if you are already initiated, you're lucky already.
Master then read from chapter 3 of the Surangama Sutra, where the Lord Buddha requested the Dharma Prince Manjushri, known for his superior wisdom, to contemplate the 25 methods of enlightenment, as explained by the Arhats and Bodhisattvas in the previous chapter of the sutra, and to select the most appropriate method of enlightenment for the benefit of Ananda and all beings.
The Buddha said that he wanted to cause Ananda to become enlightened. So he asked Manjushri, could you explain it to Anand and the assembly and the beings after my extinction, after my nirvana? Which expedient door is the best? I mean, most suitable. They're all very good. The Buddha praised them all as very good vehicle for enlightenment because they all became enlightened, became arhats or bodhisattvas through their learned methods. So now, because he wants Ananda to be enlightened quicker, so you see, Ananda have been with the Buddha all this time. He has not taught him Kuan Yin method. And you came from nowhere. I don't even know where you live, what you do. You get initiation almost right away. I guess you are more lucky than Anand, luckier than Anand. Ananda wasn't enlightened at all at that point then, and been with Buddha all this time, stay next to him, memorized so many discourses and miracles that happen within the assembly, within the followers of the Buddha. Imagine that. So intellectual cleverness or a sharp faculty of memory mean nothing. But we have to thank the Reverend Ananda for all this. Okay? Yeah.
Reading more of the sutra, Master reached the part where the wise Manjushri explained why the Kuan Yin method is the most suitable way to eternal liberation.
Ananda and everyone in this great assembly, turn yourselves around and revert the hearing. Return the hearing and listen to the self-nature, till the nature reaches the supreme way. You do that until you attain the supreme way. That is what perfect penetration really means. It is the gateway enter. He means the Kuan Yin method is the gateway for you to come inside, to enter the Buddhahood, to enter the true nature. by Buddhas as many as dust motes. This is a gateway that all the Buddhas use to enter. Yeah. It is the one path to nirvana. One path. Wow. Not even there are other paths to enter nirvana, but one path to enter nirvana. Are you lucky, guys?
Indeed, we are the most fortunate spiritual practitioners, for we have been imparted the ultimate method of enlightenment by our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai. Our profound gratitude to Master for the gift of initiation into the Kuan Yin method. We pray in heaven's benevolence for all beings to attain the perfect liberation. May our most gracious Master always be in excellent health and forever happy and safeguarded in divine love. For the full broadcast of this lecture by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
On Thursday, February 21st, 2019, our beloved Supreme Master Chinghai delighted members of our Supreme Master Chinghai International Association at the new gathering place with a phone call and a very important loving reminder for our spiritual practice.
I just want to remind you that during the time that you have the opportunity to stay in the beautiful ashram, you meditate a lot. Unless you have to help in the kitchen or something, but any free time, meditate, okay? And the one who doesn't have to help anywhere, meditate all day, yeah? All day, and at night also if possible. And you have to do the sound meditation a lot more. Like normally you do only 1 hour every day, sound meditation. Here you must do many, many times more according to the proportion. Like before, 1 hour of sound and 1.5 hours of the light. And now here, if you meditate all day, then must be 8 times more than like that. 8 times of 1 hour sound and 1.5 hour light. Because if you don't, then it's too much energy, cannot be regulated. Because the light is powerful, you must regulate it with the sound. Otherwise, you might have a little uneasiness inside, unpeaceful, or don't do things well. It's easier to sit in the light meditation. It's more comfortable. But the sound meditation is absolute necessary. Okay? Yeah. For example, if you meditate 3 hours in the light, then you have to put in 2 hours in the sound. Because the proportion minimum at home is 1.5 hour light and 1 hour sound. So if you meditate more, then you have to keep adding up. Like if 3 hours light, then 2 hours sound. 4.5 hour light, then 3 hours sound. Understand, yeah? Yes. You have to regulate the energy. You have to let the energy go all the way up to the third eye and then the crown chakra on top of your head. Otherwise, if you don't meditate enough in the sound, then the energy is stuck somewhere else. Maybe stuck in the solar plexus or stuck on your throat center, and it should be getting out all the way up to the head and getting out and circulate. Understand, yeah? So meditation on the sound, proportionate with the light, is very, very, very important for your peace also. Not just for your spiritual progress, but for so peaceful life, okay? And also for the wisdom, yeah, to develop more because of balance of the energy inside. Yeah. This is just to remind you to practice. And when you come home, you have to tell your fellow practitioners, okay? Tell all the CP to remind practitioners to do more Kuan Yin in the group meditation time and at home. And also you can tell the CP to have a little bell, chiming bell, very little, and everybody in the group meditation, after the light meditation, they should meditation on the sound all together until the bell ring. So at least 1 hour. After 1 hour, the bell ring, then you know it's 1 hour. But you want to meditate more on the Kuan Yin in proportion with more Kuan Kuang light, then it's okay. Yeah? You can continue do the sound meditation for 3-4 hours if you can, and then after that you do more the light to add up to the time of the sound to make the proportion correct. Okay, more or less, more or less. But have to use a little bell so that everybody know they should continue until the bell ring. Also at home, if you don't know the time, then you should put a little alarm clock in your telephone or something. So you only relax after 1 hour of meditation on the sound. And that is after the 1.5 hour of the light. The proportion, you have to make proportion well. And if you cannot meditate at that time, 1 hour, then you do maybe half of the proportion of the light and then half of the proportion of the sound, and do another half in the evening to make it up. Okay? If you know that, for example, you don't have enough 2.5 hours to meditate on the light and sound together, then you divide it. Maybe you do the light 1.5 hours is 90 minutes, right? Okay. So you do 45 minutes on the light, and then you do half an hour on the sound. Yes. And then evening or whenever you have time again, you do the other half, yeah? You divide the light meditation into half, and then you divide the sound meditation into half. Or a quarter, whatever you have time to, you divide it, okay? But have to do the light first. Have to do the light first. Recite the holy names, and then do the sound. All right. It's like, okay, if you don't have time to do the whole 1.5 hour, but you have time, maybe you have only 1 hour, and then you do maybe 40 minutes on the light and then 20 minutes on the sound, for example, like that. More or less proportionate, okay? And then if you don't have more time, then you first recite the holy names. Maybe you have only 15 minutes, then you recite the holy names, and you meditate on the sound, recite the holy names for 10 minutes, and then you do the sound 5 minutes. Okay, thank you, and wish you spiritual peace and progress and everything good in your life. I will see you soon.
Our deepest gratitude to our most gracious Master for her timely, caring reminder for our spiritual practice and well-being. In heaven's benevolence, may we all heed her important meditation message, and above all, may the mighty heavens keep Master safe always. For the full broadcast of this lecture by Supreme Master Chinghai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.
Sutra Surangama, 4 jasne i niezmienne instrukcje czystości, powstrzymaj się od pożądania i zabijania, część 2 z 6, między mistrzem a uczniami, udzielony w języku angielskim 22 grudnia 2018 roku.
的人影在哪里？全部在这里吗？举手看看。The working team. Oh, yeah. Okay. I tell the contact person to put the working team in the front, so I can thank you. I want to thank you. Okay? I really thank you. Thank you. Because the working people, they have been working under, time stress, and they never complain. Working very happily, very unconditionally, dedicatedly. Yeah. And I want to thank you very much. It's a very big place. And you have no idea how much garbage they have collected. I come and go. I just see the garbage, more than people. At the beginning, there are not too many workers. They work under time pressure, because we try to make it before Christmas, try to make it before this day, so that you can come together and sit, even though just under the tent. But this is our place. Is this really our place now? And they have been working really, really hard. And normally, I tell the contact person to put them in the front today, the first day, so that they can be the first one to see me. Of course, they have been seeing me sometimes when I come and go. It depends on what team at that day. But I want them to sit in the front today, because normally working people, like for example kitchen, or even the guard, they are the one who last to see me, if they can see at all. Because sometimes they are dispatched outside, and the outside gate, they have no chance to come here. Sometimes I come in different hours, and they have to stay in kitchen still, completing their duty that day, so they have no chance. Maybe chance, but not always, like you can always come to see me, but they are not. I really want to thank you. Thank you very much. And even they don't go to group meditation in Sihu on Sunday, because they have to stay here and work. And when they first came, the place is very messy, and they just sleep anywhere. And sometimes they work until very late at night. Understand me? Yeah, when you already sleep, they're still working. Yeah, I came here, like sometimes stay very late, and they work all night, almost all night. I'm very proud of you. I thank you. I'm very proud of you. I don't know if I were you, could I work so hard like that? Maybe I'm old already, I'm not sure. But you work really hard. May God bless you. Buddha bless you. Heaven bless you. And I love you. Come down and look. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. This is true dedication. Your pure heart is good. When I sit here, you cannot see. Okay, I stand up. I don't make difference. Don't make much difference in my size. My size doesn't make much difference whether or not I sit or stand, but I try to make the best of it. Okay? I even go high heels, but don't make much difference. Even high heels, I do kind of people. When I was in Cebu before, I always pick the workers, the ones who work with labor, hands, and like carpenters, constructors, clean environment. I always pick them Sunday, together eating with them. They are the priority. And sometimes I pick also office people. But I like people who work so diligently. I mean, I don't mean office people are not work. I just mean Office job is more cleaner and more comfortable. You sit in the shade, or you sit in aircon, or you sit with the fan. The people who work under the sun, under rainy conditions, in the cold weather, is different. You understand? I have always soft spot for people who have to work outside, like laboring, yeah? It's not just our brother and sister who works hard. I always sympathize those who work outside. You know, there was some Canadian like aircon repairer. Yeah, he told me he has to work in Canada, then where because they have to climb into the attic sometimes, or working outside or under the basement, all kind of work, and their hands become like very stiff. They could not even move. But you cannot always use the glove, because if you use the glove, you cannot handle some delicate bolt or screw or some very tiny part of the, the machinery. And they say the hand sometimes is so cold, it's difficult to move and work, and they also cold in such condition. Sometimes they have to crawl into some kind of small space or tunnel in order to repair some machinery part. And I always have very much sympathy to this kind of people. I always thank them and treat them nicely, even those people who come to my house, outsiders, not disciples, to repair my plumbing system, water pipes, electricity, anything. I always treat them very, very nicely, and I give them our tip and cook for them, bake for them specially. Normally I don't bake, but if they come, I also bake for them. If it's a special occasion, like their birthday, they have to come and work, then I cook for them and make a cake and blow candles and stuff. So that they feel appreciated and respected, that they can go on, fighting with all kinds of difficulty in a difficult situation, to continue to do their job with pride and with happiness. No wonder, under the communism, they treat the labor 99%, right? In America, they say 99%. Those underprivileged, no wonder they treat the 99% good. I heard that, like, a long time ago, I went to China, and there was a taxi driver, and I asked him if he's okay. He said, yeah, the government treats him well. If they don't have enough money, they always can rely on the government to support them. I like that kind of society. It's ideal society for me. Under what name, I don't mind. It's just that we should not just take care of the body's comfort or contentment only. We should also take care of the spirit, the soul. Because look, when the soul's gone, we just stay like this, huh? You don't have to go to the mall. You stiff before you go in there already, like this, huh? Therefore, we should know there is something inside that we should take care of before it leaves the body and make the body useless. That's why I always advise people, if your family member died, just cremate them. So it saves us the land also, we don't pollute the land and all that. Also sometimes the astral spirit will make use of the body and make trouble for the living. If you die, you should cremate yourself, understand? Yeah. I got you. Guan Yin wisdom, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. And this, I bought it from my house. Just now, the Hufa helped me to carry. I'm older. I should carry it to show you my respect and appreciation. But I'm not all that tough anymore. The Hufa helped the guard, is helping me to carry it. This for you. For the workers only, Only for workers. Got that? Okay. Because too many people, so I will just put my love in it, and later the group leader will take it and everybody take it by themselves. Not the group leader give, okay? Well, maybe if you like the group leader blessing as well extra, then you let me. Oh. I do it now, alone. And then for me, like that, take it. If in case not enough, I also take care of this, okay? All for you. My house only that much, okay? Yeah, they give me only that much. Yeah, but we have some here. Yeah, we can take care of it. I take care of everything. Master do everything. Master do Later, okay? Later. Too many inconvenience, yeah? Later. The group leader, right hand. Later, you bring and give to people, okay? If you don't put your earphone, you cannot hear. There are too many languages here. Inside, I speak all kinds of language. Outside, some Spanish, broken Spanish. German, I don't know if it's good anymore. English, okay. Chinese, so. Vietnamese, 50-50. And French, forget it. All right, guys, I really love you. Thank you for coming, all of you. Even if you did not work, I thank you for working at home. For working in the society, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. That is a very big job. Raising your family, taking care of children, making sure they became a model of virtuous and goodness in the world is a very big responsibility and a lot of work. Yeah. Okay. I told you it makes no difference, but I'm just trying to tell you that I try. This place is a little bigger than Shihu, huh? And it's our place. It takes like maybe around more than half a year to get it. Yeah. You are really my dear children. Very dear indeed. Well, you know this rule, right? At home you have only several kids. You know how dear they are to you, right? I have too many kids. Big kids, small kids, old kids, young kids. Middle-aged kids, teenage, no age kids. Not yet age at all kids. Still coming. Yeah. If you are working very well, diligently at home, and taking care of yourself and your family well, I am also very, very, very grateful. Because that means I don't have to worry about you. That means the society have better helpers to make it more beautiful, livable, and more agreeable to everyone. Because if your children are born from vegan parents, they became also vegan, mostly. And they will be also the ambassador of compassion, peace, loving, kindness. And you take good care of them. You impart to them that ideal since they were young already. Read to them when they were still in your womb, okay? Read to them. They understand everything. You read to them, you teach them already before they came to this world. And when they came into this world, of course, you continue to teach them. And I thank all of you for that. And even if you don't have children of your own, but you live next to people, you have children, and your lifestyle will somehow influence them and make them a better person, better neighbor. It doesn't always work, but you are there. At least you try. At least you make a good example. And I'm very, very proud of all of you. I'm proud of all of you. I know you don't always have time to come and help to clean the ashram, but never mind, whoever has time, they come already. And maybe the place is not yet 100% the way you like, but it's okay, let it be. Yeah, let it be. It's better than nothing. Well, it's worth it, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. We are all very rich anyway. Yeah, we are rich inside. The richness inside, money cannot buy. And money cannot sell. Nothing can destroy it. Nothing can make it lessen. So that's the best richness that we can always keep. Yeah, now and hereafter. Hurrah! And we are worthy of every penny, of anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Yes. I don't know anyone who are more worthy than you. Maybe as worthy as you, but no one is more worthy than you. But anything that is afforded to you, you deserve it. You deserve it all. Yeah. Bravo to you. Yeah. When it comes to you, you are very enthusiastic. Praise yourself. Heaven also are happy with you. Okay? If you think you are not up to it, then try harder. Okay, huh? Try harder. And sooner or later, you get there. Okay? Yes. One make another better example, you follow the other another example, and then you make the example for others. Yes. I am just a little sorry that we didn't have it earlier. But you know the reason, right? You know the reason. Never mind, if you don't know, it's okay too. It's okay too. Well, better than Thailand. That time. Better than the last time Pattaya we did, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe not as many fruits. You have enough food, by the way? Really? Okay. If any of you still feel hungry or haven't found any food, just go to the kitchen and tell them I'm hungry. Okay? I think you just say I'm hungry. Yeah? I don't need Taiwanese, I don't need Chinese, I don't need any Japanese or any language to tell people I'm hungry. Do you? No. You just say, Huh? Yeah. Even children, before they talk, they already know how to tell their mother that they're hungry, right? Mother understands perfectly, right? Yeah. Oh, you don't? You do? Your mother always understood, that's why you grow so big. Huh? That's the proof. Okay. I'm so happy to see you. And we have just maybe as many people as in Pattaya, yeah? Or maybe more, maybe less. But at least we have enough toilet facility. At least you don't have to climb 16 floors. No elevator even. Elevators are occupied, remember? Yeah. Wow, I'm glad. I'm glad you remember. So you will appreciate this place more. It's all flat. I don't have many story buildings. Oh, that's one. One maybe 5-story, and the other one 2-story. That's a mess, okay? Yeah. and they put you in different departments, different places. But I say, come all here. Like this, at least you cannot see me at one time. I can at least walk around, huh? At least some of you can see, right? Yeah. If in a room, then just maybe 2,000 people see, or 500, 200. I asked them how many. They said 1,000 something. They told me the most sitting there. I said, how much is the most? They said 1,000 something. I said, that's not the most. Because you are about 8,000, right? 8 or 10,000, yeah? But that is not maximum already, because we screen out some. Because I forgive, but I don't want to be reminded. If you forgive, a snake is fine for biting you, for poisoning you with the bite. But you don't want to hug the snake all day long or keep it in your kitchen, no? Do you? Do you want that? No, okay. You forgive the snake. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Bless you. Don't bite anymore, but you will not always just try to be friendly and compassionate to the snakes and hugging him all day, huh? You want that? No, huh? Okay. So, love should go with wisdom, okay? And forgiveness goes with reason. Because somebody told me, oh, Master, I feel like forgiving is like stupidity. Just people do bad things to you, and then you just say, okay, I forgive you, and then you continue business as usual. It's not like that. Buddha, Christ advised us to be not among with such and such people. The same with other saintly master. They advise you choose your friend. Yeah, choose who you be with, so that you became more purified, encouraged, yes, and have more spirit to follow your righteous path. Therefore, forgiving is different than forgetting. Yeah, you can forgive and forget, but you don't have to always go find trouble to prove that you are compassionate or are big heart and magnanimous. I mean, big stomach, they call it. That you can stomach everything. That we know for sure. But don't keep hugging the tiger after he wants to eat you, okay? For example, if you find a tiger to forgive him, it's fine, but don't try too hard. Or the poisonous snake. The snake's nature is like that. Maybe he changed, but maybe not. Huh? Don't risk your life just to prove that you are tough. Okay, we practice and we know ourselves. We know how tolerant we are, but there's no need to overdo to prove it. I also don't need to prove that I am very tolerant and embracing everybody and all that. No, I don't need to prove nothing. You have to prove it to me that you have really learned from my teaching. But you call me teacher, right? You call me master. If an English teacher keep teaching the student, tell him, okay, you have to go home. Learn this lesson today, learn the grammar, try to write in English. Well, that person do nothing. Just sit in the class and making clown or making bad comments or criticizing a teacher or making trouble in the class. Then the teacher should not be tolerant of that. Number one is troublesome for everyone in the classroom. That person don't have the right. Teacher also don't have the right to do that. To ruin the class. There are many students that are eager to learn, spend their time and their money from their parents, etc., to learn English. That person is just staying there, just to make trouble. Then he has to go. After telling many times and still don't change, then must go. Otherwise, it ruins the whole learning atmosphere of other students, yeah, and tire the teachers down and wasting his or her time just to fix one person who is incorrigible. Then it is not very wise of the teacher. Or wasting his time instead of teaching the whole class a good thing and improving, he's just wasting time on somebody who's not really worth it. Even any sane sage would tell you, only the worthy one would really go to heaven. Jesus said, unless you become like a child. Be pure. You will not enter the kingdom of God. He doesn't cheat you. He doesn't lie to you. He doesn't say, okay, come. I want more disciples, a lot of people. The more disciples, the more prestige the master look like. He don't say that, see? Even though, he could, yeah? He can do miracles and stuff like that. Or he would just want to accept everyone. But he even tell them the truth. Accept. You become as a child. You cannot enter the kingdom of God. Right in front of him already. People already see him, know him. And he still have to warn them that. Buddha say the same. For example, in this Surangama Sutra, the Buddha said many things about how his disciples should behave. I have been studying it. It's a long time since I read it. I know approximately what is what, but I have to also select. Otherwise, if I read this to you and knowing me, I'll talk forever. Then we just take one sutra and until I die, I won't finish it. But that's called expounding, excuse. Maybe I talk a lot. I don't know if you listen to any of them, but it's okay. I talk. Never mind. You like it, huh? You like it just standing there and talk no matter what?